Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I do handbag unboxings, reviews, comparisons. I also love traveling and fashion, so you'll see those sprinkled into this channel. If you like any of those things or all of those things, definitely subscribe so that you'll be notified of my future videos. Also, if you have any requests, definitely leave it in the comments below so that I could get to it. So today is a handbag video. It is a handbag comparison, and this is a requested video from one of my subscribers. Actually, I'm combining two requests because they're somewhat similar, and I thought if I did it separately, it'll be redundant. But yeah, so hopefully this will be informative. I have gotten a lot of questions or feedback since my last video with the Senreve Maestra bags, mainly the midi size and the Polene. So I figured a lot of people might be interested in the Maestra mini size from Senreve and the Polene Numero Un. I did not compare that last time, even though I showed it side by side, because I thought for size, the midi size was more closely representative with the Polene, so it was more of a close comparison. But if you didn't care about the size and you were caring more about whether it's the cost or what you can fit and stuff like that, then I could see this would be helpful. So hopefully this answers your questions, and let's get started. I have a lot of notes written right here, so you'll see me looking down every so often. The first thing I'm going to go over is weight. Now, I don't know if I said this last time for those bags, and I'm sorry if I missed it, but I remember this time. The Mini Maestra right here, when empty, is 1 pound 12 ounces. And yeah, so that's not too heavy, but I definitely have bags lighter than that in my collection, like say the Longchamp Pelage totes. The Polene here weighs 2 pounds 2 ounces, so it is a few more ounces than the the Numero Un is a few more ounces than the Mini Maestra. Now let's talk about the dimensions. So with the, let me just hold it up right here, just to give you a visual of what the dimensions look like. The Polene is 12.6 inches wide. The height is 9 inches and the depth is 6.5 inches. For the Senreve, it is 8.6 to 11.9 inches wide, and the reason is because the bottom is smaller, so it's 8.8 inches this way. It goes up to almost 12 inches on the top. As you can see, it goes bigger. And then the height is 7.5 inches tall and the depth is 7.25. So if I were to like say the dimensions, if I were just to summarize, I guess, it is wider on this Polene. Even at the widest point, the Polene is the widest. The width is wider on this one. The next thing to go over is the wear and tear. I've had the Senreve Maestra Mini a lot longer. This one's my first Maestra bag. I have all 3 sizes now. This one was the first one, and I believe, oh, I forgot how many years I've had it, like probably a good year, maybe year and a half now. So I've had it for a while. I've brought it to theme parks. I've stuffed it in like the Universal Studios lockers. I've got caught in the rain with this. It was drenched, and yeah, but I'll show you close. I do not see any scratches, like besides the little maybe indent right here, which I think was already there from the magnetic thing, magnetic button right here. I think besides that, honestly, I do not see any scratches, any dents, any color transfer, anything. Like, it looks immaculate. I don't know how that, oh my gosh, I lost 2 of the covering, but I still have 2 over here. But like, that's crazy, you know? Like, I still can't believe how good this is. The strap is still good. There's no warping, there's no breaking, there's no tearing. And yeah, I don't wear this bag every day, but like I said, I wear it every so often. I wear it to a lot of more high traffic events, and I don't worry about it. It is so awesome. It is the very good sized bag as well. So yeah, the Polene, I got this maybe 2 months ago, a little bit over 2 months ago, and I have worn it, not every day, but I have worn it. So like, I definitely have used it, and not as long, but I'll show you right now. There are a few marks that I can see. They're not very obvious, so let me see. So if I opened it here, there are some scuff marks right here. I think it's probably where I was trying to close the bag. Like again, it's very hard to see honestly, and there was a mark down here as well, but it looks like the camera isn't picking it up very well, but it's not very major. It's like a minor one, so that's why. I was able to show in my other video with the lighting a little better, so I'll link it below if you want to see that video, because I actually went through a lot of these with the Polene in that video. The one thing I noticed changing is the strap. The strap is way softer now, which is comfortable, but again, it also made me a little bit nervous. Like, is this going to last? Because it is so much softer, and I don't know. So far, there's no issues, and yeah, I mean, there's no marks anywhere else that I could see. Now, I did get the croc embossed with the smooth leather, but you can also get this in suede leather and smooth leather, so I feel like those you would get it a little bit more scuffed easily. This one, even if you were to scratch it, you're not going to be able to see it as much. But like I said, there's not that much wear and tear, but if I had to say, like bringing it on vacation, I'd be way more worried about this one over this one. This one, I have no doubt it'll do well. This one looks more elegant, I think, but it's also more, I feel like it's a little bit more easy to get scratched just because of the smooth pebbled leather. It does feel so much more luxurious. So I mean, take your pick. If you're the type of person who loves like really nice feeling bags, you like it to look good, and you wear it to things that require you to dress it up at times, definitely go with this one. If you're one that like, if you do not want to worry about your bag and you're very clumsy and you get scratches randomly, then and you don't want to worry about it, then definitely go for this one, I guess, in that category. Let's go over price. Price is a big part of your decision factor because, you know, there's a certain budget for everybody. So the Polene right here retails for $420 US, and there is a shipping cost of $25. I did not get charged for customs or duties, so that was all I paid. Well, actually, I didn't even pay for shipping because I bought it during the holidays and they had a deal. The Senreve has free shipping worldwide, so none there, but it could charge you tax depending on where you live. Well, I live in the US, so there is no duty or custom. I did pay tax, and this one retails for $695. Actually, it starts at, this one is actually $795 because of the mimosa leather that I'm showing you here. There's a pebbled version, and that one is $695, and then there's also a dulce leather, and the price changes based on that, but you can check that on the website. I'll link it below so that you could take a look. I also wanted to point out that this one, you can get $50 off your purchase. And any purchase over $300, does not matter if it is your first or not, if you're your second or your fifth. You can get $50 if you enter ANGELEYN here at the checkout promo code box, and then it'll take $50 off. So this one has a big plus if you are interested in it. It is slightly more expensive, but I think this one might last longer depending on how you take care of it. So let's go over how you can wear these bags. This bag can be worn many different ways. Right now, you can see I'm holding it by the top handle. You can also wear it crossbody or on the shoulder with this long crossbody strap. And you can also wear it as a backpack by pulling these straps down. Let me just do it really quickly. Okay, so you see how these straps are pulled down through this metal D-ring. So now you have these long straps here, and they go over your arms and shoulder. So then you can wear it as a backpack, which is very nice because if you're in an area and you just want it hands-free, you don't want things sticking out on the other side of you, you can just toss it in your back. This one can be worn several ways as well. You can wear it top handle, you can wear it on the shoulder or crossbody. I've also seen people remove this completely and then put a different strap on the bag and change the look. And I suppose you can do the same thing with this one as well. This is completely removable. It's actually quite hard to remove. These tabs are very tough. And because this leather is also very tough, it's really hard to pull them apart. But if you can, the D-rings here can also do the same thing. You can put a different strap on the bag and then wear it differently. So yeah. All right, now just to give you an idea what can fit into each of these bags, I'm gonna go with this mini first because I've actually been using it yesterday and today. Inside there's tissue, let's take that out. Just quickly what I have in here in the back, you can easily slip an iPad mini, I believe, in the back, or a small tablet, but since I'm not carrying one, you can see I have a Senreve zipped wallet, which of course you can use any brand, but I'm just saying that this one is full and you can easily slip it in there like that. I also have an external battery because I've been out a long time yesterday, so yeah, I have a mini micro pochette actually from Louis Vuitton. It has my keys, car keys, house keys, and then I also have a charger cable. This one's actually really nice because it charges three different types, so USB-C, micro USB, and the Apple one. On this side of the bag, you can see that I have a lippy right here, and I have some hand wipes here. I don't usually use the zipper pocket, so that's why you don't see anything there. And often I also have a makeup pouch, which I don't really have anything in there right now, but I just put it in there just to show you. That's what it would look like. And then for those who are interested in whether a water bottle fits, I have a Hint water bottle here, and if I slipped it onto the side, you'll see that it does pop out a little bit. If you watched my previous video, the Mini Maestra, it fits very nicely under, but this one doesn't. However, if I were to close the bag like that, it'll still work. It'll just peek out a little bit on the side here, as you can see. And if, let's say, you're like, oh, well, I could bring a smaller water bottle, that's true. So I've also brought a can here. Now, I don't really drink this, but I found this in my house. This is a Red Bull can, like your 8.4 ounce size. And so if you have a bottle like that, it'll just slip in and no problem, like you see. Oh, and this one is a 16 fluid ounce bottle. So just in case you were wondering, obviously different bottles are taller or shorter, so I cannot speak to those. Now let's move everything onto the Numero Un here from Polene. Right now I just have some receipts at the bottom, but that's not going to change. Oh, actually I was going to show you, I also have a notebook. So this is going to easily fit in here as well, as you can see. So yeah, if in case you have a diary, notebook, whatever, that will help you visualize. So let's move things over. I'm going to move the notebook first in here. Now you can see that this has a very small opening because these tabs are not, you see, they're not undone, which you can easily undo. I'm just gonna actually put this back in, but I'm just gonna keep it like that just so you can see. The Senreve has a zipper, which I never close, but it's the same idea. So the battery pack, I think there's some slip pockets back here. So I'm gonna, yep, there's a slip pocket there. Card holder. Micro pochettes. The pouch. My charging cable. And as I've shown you last time, a 16-ounce bottle can fit in here, and it fits very nicely. Like, it doesn't pop, hang on, let me move some stuff around. It doesn't like poke out from the top, and you can close it and you don't see it from the side, see? Let me snap it shut so you can see what it looks like. But let's say you're the same bottle, just for reference, of course, if this one can fit in there, then the Red Bull size would definitely fit in here, no problem. You can't even see it now that I dropped it in. Oh, there you go. So yeah, like I said, I did unpop these because I want to show you that when you do pop them shut, they do poke into the bag a little bit. So this is more fluid, like you could see like things move around. This is way more like soft in comparison to this. This is very like rigid. This one is like you can push and pull, which is, it feels very luxurious, and it can like mold. So you can actually fit more like big items because the leather can move a lot more in this one. So yeah, and then, oh, for my phone, I forgot to show you, both of these have a back to it. So for example, right here for the Polene, I easily just slip it right there. For the Senreve, there's also a back pocket, and let me move the strap out. So right there, and you can slip it in here. This pocket is a lot more stiff, but I'm able to wear this as a backpack with the phone here no problem. It is a little bit stiff, but you can fit your phone in there. So, I mean, that's just, yeah, I've done it a while now, so you can see that there is a little bit of give. In the beginning, it was really, really tough, and that's because of this leather. I believe if you got the Dulce leather from Senreve, it would be less stiff. All right, another question that I got was to show you how to get into this bag when it is on the shoulder or crossbody. So right now it's on my shoulder. I have you up and personal right here. So yeah, if it's on my shoulder like this, I'm just gonna kind of bring it up here. You could just take one hand, pop this open, and then get into the bag, grab what you need, put it back in, and then close the bag. So pretty easy right there. As a crossbody or on the shoulder for the Mini Maestra, again, same thing. I have it one hand like this, pull down the metal tab, lift out the, I guess, the belt, and then in here, if I had a zippered, I would unzip it, but I don't usually zip it, and then take something out, back in, and then you have to slip this little thing back through here, you can see, and then snap, and that's it. So I have had, there are instances where this was not all the way closed and I just slipped it through here, and that's secure enough. Sometimes I miss it and I don't close it, or I'm lazy. I hardly ever do this. I usually slip it back through, at least to just have it hold in here. For the Polene, I have forgotten to close this, or I thought I closed it and it didn't close, and it would hang like this, and again you can see it doesn't open the bag. Neither of these would open the bag because it's not really attached in a way where it opened the bag. Hope that helps. I think that was another question. Oh, and I wanted to say, if you want to see more video or more photos of me wearing these with different outfits, definitely visit my Instagram at Clutch to Carry All, and you'll see all of them there. So those were all the questions that were asked in my previous video. If you have not seen that video, I'll link it below. I'll also link both of these items below, as well as the discount code for the Senreve bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I answered a lot of your questions. If there are still lingering ones, leave them in the comments below and I'll get to them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.